There's only one way for Harry and Meghan to stop attacking the royal family, stripped of all Sussex titles. Hello, and a very warm welcome back to Kate Middleton and the Queen News YouTube channel. So today there is an important issue that we can discuss. Will Harry and Meghan ever decide to give up attacking the royal family? I don't think they will, because they don't have any other way of staying relevant. So far, the revelations have been less than impressive, and all Meghan and Harry have managed to do is show themselves to be immature, self-centered, entitled idiots. Like a 2-year-old laying in the floor and pitching a fit, Harry really believes that insults are going to get him his way. He's going to get the money for the paid security that he wants, money to live a life of luxury abroad, and also, of course, status within the institution. Now, my personal opinion is it was not a good idea to allow Harry to wear that uniform again. I'm guessing Harry's got some more dirt up his sleeve thanks to Meghan's diary-keeping habits, but these could be more pointed, and he could start to name some names. Now, if you ask me, Harry is a complete traitor to his country, his family, and the monarchy too. If the titles are taken away, everybody will see Meghan and Harry for what they are, a couple of middle-aged people with very limited intelligence, undereducated, and without any talent or skills. Harry is a prince who only got ahead thanks to his family, and well, Meghan is a mattress actress who was on a cable TV show. How else are they going to make any money? Meghan is not a good actress, and Harry's an idiot. Neither of them, I think, has an original thought in their heads, so they really have to stick to what their followers are asking for, lies and untrue gossip. And that brings us to the big problem. The only way to stop the attacks coming from Meghan and Harry is to put a stop to this. And that's going to require something very serious that cannot possibly be thrown back at them. I think something like charging them with criminal intent would be a good thing. See, criminal charges can be laid by the royal family because they've got the best of lawyers working for them, and there has been so much they could be charged with. For starters, what about those invisible children? Their births were not recorded as is required of a royal birth. And it also seems like there were no witnesses, which is also contrary to protocol. So under these circumstances, as the parents of these invisible kids are wanting titles and also a place in the line of succession for them, it is only a small step to charging the two of them with treason. And then I think the next line of charges could easily be made from the new publication Spare. It has been widely reported that Meghan had a heavy hand in writing the thing, so blame should be shared by both. And then they could follow up these charges with everything the British security services have proof to support. These charges are very serious, so they would have to spend some time behind bars. They would lose their passports, they would be isolated. And they would be isolated from the community because obviously they are enemies of the community. I'm afraid that it is only through such drastic action that the two of them are ever going to shut up. In other news, apparently the sugars are out there all over the internet saying that the royal family has to apologize to Harry. What in the world for? What an absurd notion. What, do they need to apologize for the Oprah interview, all the other interviews, the docu-series, or Harry's idiotic book? Do they need to apologize for them being put at risk by Harry telling the whole world that he killed 25 Taliban members? Harry really put British soldiers at risk. All that would need to happen is a Taliban leader calls on their supporters to attack British soldiers abroad. Harry has also made his allegedly beloved Invictus Games a potential terrorist target. Harry and Meghan have some serious problems, and I'm not sure what planet they're living on right now to actually try to whine about their privileged positions, while a lot of people out there are homeless, hungry, can't afford their heating bill. Harry and Meghan actually need somebody to knock some sense into them. They certainly do not need an apology. In fact, a better question would be, why will Harry not apologize to the royal family? Let's remember, in the beginning, they welcomed Meghan with open arms. They went out of their way to try to include her. Eugenie even had to change her wedding date just to make him and Meghan happy. Otherwise, judging the short length of time between their wedding and the announcement they were about to become parents, Meghan may have also been showing a bump if she were really pregnant on her wedding day. And let's remember that spectacle wedding, as Meghan referred to it, was completely paid for. The country was so excited for Harry. And then we got all the rudeness that Harry and Meghan showed to Charles, the late Queen, and Catherine. and also the refusal of help from other members of the family. So no, the royal family absolutely does not owe Meghan and Harry an apology. In fact, Meghan and Harry owe an apology not only to the royal family, but also the country and the Commonwealth. It can be through written statements and recorded statements on TV. That sounds like a good idea to me. The royals have showed that pair nothing but kindness and respect, and what happened? Well, they just stabbed them in the back. Through their own behavior, Meghan and Harry destroyed their reputations. Now the royal family stopped a lot, but once things are out in the public domain, it's not like they can do anything. And this is what happens in a country with free speech. And as for the race issue, well, they were the ones who brought that up. But you know what? It blew up in their faces because Meghan believed it would get her so much sympathy. People are not as stupid as they believe we are. I mean, everybody saw right through Meghan's false narratives. And Harry, I guess, conveniently forgot how his family protected him from all the bad press from his wild behavior his entire life. For example, when asked about giving up their titles, what would be the point? It's not like you can go out into the public domain and write personal, private stuff about your family, and then turn around and try to sue and whine when it's done to you. They truly are a horrible pair, aren't they? And they deserve to remain in hell together. Harry and Meghan need to apologize to the royal family for causing them such pain at a time when the monarch and her beloved husband of 70 years lay dying in the hospital. And at the time, the two of them alleged by innuendo that the royal family were racist and bigoted, and that they just left Meghan all alone and didn't help her when she felt suicidal. I mean, come on, Meghan never felt suicidal. She loves herself way too much to take her own life. Clearly, she does not care one iota about all of the elder abuse that she and Harry dished out. So, of course, the Sussexes can never forgive the British royal family for essentially asking them to leave the UK, while the media frenzy over the bizarre nature of their behavior surrounding the birth and the alleged baptism of Archie raged on without let-up for days, if not weeks on end. The chaos caused by Meghan and Harry is going to be felt for decades to come unless they are finally brought to heel. See, the British public needs to hear the truth about this entire mess. Only then can the story possibly die down and enter the history books, which is where it belongs. See, Harry was too spoiled by his late mother Diana. She really didn't care about disciplining him. He has been protected by his family for pretty much all of his life. And he did have therapy after his mother passed away, and he also received treatment for his drug abuse. Harry's drunken behavior was forgiven as youthful high spirits. The fact that he assaulted a photographer was hardly even mentioned. And what about that drunken pool party in Las Vegas where he was naked? Well, that was treated as simply a prank. And what about that Nazi costume that he wore? Oh, well, that was just an error in judgment. Harry has never been held accountable for anything he has done. And now he's venting his rage upon his own family. And why? Well, because for the very first time in Harry's life, he didn't get his way. I guess he figured that he would be begged to stay in the UK, but he figured without his grandmother. She knew what he was like. She probably realized what Meghan was like too, and that's exactly why she told the two of them no. I suspect he believed that when she passed away, his father would welcome him back with open arms, even after that Oprah debacle. Well, he didn't know what his father was capable of, obviously. I'm sure it was quite shocking for Harry when the king used the phrase, in their new life abroad. I think even dumb Harry could read between the lines on that one and understand that he would never be welcomed as a working royal again. Harry owes an apology to his father, his brother, his late grandparents, his father's wife, his sister-in-law, and also to the media and the people of the UK, all of whom he called racist. Now, he might try to deny that, but it is right there on video. And now he has put so many lives at risk thanks to his claim of killing 25 members of the Taliban. Those people do not forget. They've got thousands of followers around the world, and they don't care about collateral damage. By saying what he said, Harry put a target not only on his back, but also everyone associated with him, including the publishers of that stupid book.